I color code. So if it's work related, it's green kay money. His first direct client, that is $1,200.
Freelancing journey as a woman is really tough.
Meron kang halamat.
Abundance of the universe, I can always get it. Pabalik din. Even if I lost some, I will always gain some.
Hello everyone! Welcome to our Queentuhan episode. I'm Bfab Bonifacio. I'm the Director for Business Development from JCI Lakambini Davao.
Hello everyone, I am Stephany Magalllen, Internal Local Skills Development Director of JCI Lakambini Davao.
And we are here as Freelancers. So for now, we will be sharing our journey as a freelancers and maybe give in a little bit of tips, and at the same time, we're gonna be sharing stories of independence as well and mga other things that there is in freelance and how JCI impacted our lives in general. For our first question, what inspired you to become a freelancer and embrace independence in your career?
I've been working for I think almost 4 years, and I've always wanted a career that would allow me to be multi-passionate. Something that I could align with my passion, my hobbies, my activities and interests. That's why I think freelancing came in natural for me, because I get to have that independence that would allow me to have my own work schedule where I can set my own time.
True.
And then I can also work anytime and anywhere, so I can bring it whenever I travel. So yun ang nag-inspire talaga sa akin to become a full-time or like to really commit to freelancing.
I share the same sentiment with you, since me as well, I'm a freelancer since 2019, but di ko alam, I've been doing it na pala for myself since 2016, since I owned a shop business and can do project-based, right? And you can also do client-based, madaming pwede. So, unlimited ang potential.
Some are like full-time, or like they book me for like certain hours per week, and then some are like output-based. I have 3 global clients and then 1 local client. Di ba sabi nila na pag freelancing ka, you have the time freedom and then the physical freedom, of course, working anytime, anywhere. But there's also a discipline. It's really important to really set a time or a day to plan and strategize. Because by sitting down and identifying ano yung most important task mo,
Prioritization, time
yes,
blocking.
ano yung parang among the tasks, ano yung pinaka-urgent, or ano yung mag-require ng more time from you. So, aside from planning and strategizing, you really need to commit to the schedule, but still have an allowance or like flexibility in case may mga changes. Like, of course, may mga emergencies or like may pabago-bago sa schedule.
Yeah, yan lang din yung thing with freelance, because it's fixed and sometimes it's not. And so you also have to be really flexible as well. And you have to have the commitment to yourself mismo, because if not, then you're gonna lose all these clients. Sayang masyado. And so with that, do you have any tools for us to recommend?
One, I really make sure that I have one calendar na nakasync lahat ng schedule ko doon, from personal to organization to work. And that's where I can see like a glance of everything, like for my week or for my month. And then for each client, I have a separate email para nandun din lahat ng details ng files na
para hindi makakalito. I should do that, because I have just 2, 1 for the other client and 1 personal, which is lahat ng ibang direct nandun. I'm learning from this conversation.
Color coding na din siya. For example, alam ko na itong si client pink to siya, like in line with the branding. So, nasa mind ko na pag may nakita ko na pink sa schedule ko, alam ko sino na client din ito.
Alright, because what I do, Steph, is I have an Asana for my life. That's what I do.
Okay.
That's my project management for my life, my business, my work, everything else is there. So I color code. So if it's work related, it's green kay money.
Love it.
And then if it's JCI related, it's blue. So, and then if yellow naman, it's content creation, because it's something I'm passionate about. So yellow, fun, ganon. So when I see my calendar, pag puro siya green, parang wait.
Yeah, makarethink
Did I just work the whole week? Kaya lang, I'm learning so much from this conversation.
I think one, because we're both visuals, like we like to see things good in one glance.
Just parang I'm really all for work-life balance.
Exactly.
And though people say that it's not possible, there is work-life integration, right? So that's what I do. And so if I see it's all green or it's all blue, then parang where is my time for myself? I wanted to ask you if there's something challenging before with your freelance work, and then how you overcame it. Anything, just tell us your process.
I think this would be a little controversial, and I think like nagiging issue na din siya when it comes to freelancing, because there was a time that I was asked to do a task that is beyond my job description.
Okay.
Diba commonly, hinahire tayo as like social media manager,
Yes, and-
content creator, and then, come this client na mag-start na, bigla kang pina-SEO, bigla kang pina-email
Pagawan ka
marketing.
ng website.
Ikaw ang mag-website development. And you were like, I thought na ang package na to or like our engagement is just exclusive for social media management or like content creation.
Yeah, and madaming jud pressed about it sa mga forums.
So as a woman, I feel like there is empowerment first in saying no and sticking to your value. Like, manindigan ka talaga. Saying na, this is black
This
and
is so
white.
slay.
You can negotiate if there's like more job or more task na you need from me. But at the same time, you can also be very strategic because this could also be a chance for you to upskill.
Yes.
Like for
At the same time, to add more value to the client. That
Yes.
way, hindi ka na talaga pakawalan ng client mo. Ikaw na nag-social media, ikaw na nag-SEO.
Yes.
Pag wala ka, paano yung company? But that's also just another side of it.
Just renegotiate with your client. Na, yes, I can offer this service, but maybe we can adjust the package or like our engagement terms
Yeah,
and such,
okay.
our contract. And then later on, although nahirapan ka na, challenge ka for that time, you will realize na that's something that you can add in your portfolio, in your resume.
Yes.
Na, dati nag-start na ako social media manager, but now I can develop websites.
Yeah.
Right now, I can
Added
also
skills,
like
sa
email
portfolio.
marketing.
So like it
ganon.
really just gets better for you.
Yes,
Kasi
and then-
at the end of the day, you're the one upskilling man.
Yes. So, yun, like, learn when to say no, but at the same time, be strategic about it. Kasi tingnan mo din yung long-term effect.
Learn to say no, have boundaries, and be strategic with
about
it. Okay. On my end naman, I have this one client that I love so much. And so when she asked me to do some stuff with Kajabi, of course, I also said, this is not part of the Keme, but
Yeah.
I would really love to grow with you.
Uy, they would love that. They love that
Yeah,
energy
and
and the
I-
willingness to learn.
Para tayong nag-manipulate. But no. But
no,
it's
no.
also the proactiveness. I really said that I really see working with you long term. And so
Yeah.
I want to be honest that I am not an expert at this, but I will learn. And that is also a tip because sometimes they don't want you to be an expert. They just want you to have that learnable skill. They want you to be honest with you. And honestly, my friend ako, wala siyang alam sa VA staff. Nag-apply siya. He said na gusto lang talaga niyang mag-try because kailangan ng family niya and he is willing to do the work. Timing yung client, gusto lang ng ganun.
Yung mga clients talaga na
Oo,
ganyan.
and so you know what, for his first direct client, that is $1,200.
Wow, that's a
Yes.
high-ticket client.
High
guys.
ticket
Not
client,
usually
yeah.
freelancing. kasi-
Usually, ang makuha mo 400. I mean,
Yeah.
malaki siya, but it's, you know, if you're in the freelancing world, it's not high
big
na.
client na talaga yan.
It's really how about you. At the same time, how you handle the conversation ba? That you set the tone, you setting the tone, how you deliver pod, and being authentic.
Aside from freelancing, di ba, you're also part of JCI, of course.
Yes.
So, how has joining JCI naman impacted your life as a freelancer?
Besides the network, of course, that JCI has, but it's also really learning from the projects. Kasi
Yeah.
from the projects, Manggod, you get to learn a different skill and mindset. Because
Yeah.
resiliency, tapos yung
True.
ibang project, kailangan time efficient ka. It really lets you learn also boundaries. Kasi hindi ka lang din pwedeng yes ng yes to everything else and then saying no to yourself. Ganon. And so it taught me boundaries. It taught me to know that everything is gonna be okay regardless. No project is a failure because from all the projects, you will really learn. And then from there, you really level up as well. Definitely the network, definitely the mindset that is teaching me, the trainings, because we have lots of trainings in JCI. We have the brand element training, project management training. So really, if I want to be an events organizer, I can.
True.
The network is just the bonus. To the core of me, I'm glad that I just have my community, my sisters. The biggest win is really just having that community that really
supports you.
that celebrates your win. That's sisterhood. So, when I'm down, they are there. And they're the ones who tell me, you know what, nakaya mo naman kuha before. You can do it again.
Like, when I joined JCI Lakambini, doon kami na-close. And then, sa kanya ko nakuha yung abundance mindset. Dati, I'm so scared of losing clients, not knowing na I have the skills already. So, with the abundance of the universe, I can always get it pabalik din. Even if I lost some, I will always gain some.
It's one thing that I will never regret in my life. It's joining JCI and getting to meet my sisters and my future sisters.
Yeah.
It really helps you to be solution focused and to be also more accountable to your work. Kasi it's your project. It's even if project chair ka or even if like committee head ka, you're still accountable to something. Because my work will not only affect me but others as well. If I don't perform, then mag-ripple effect siya. Okay, so those are the impacts that JCI has for us, and it's a lot.
Ako na promoter ng self-love yun, guys. I always take my rest days seriously because I've learned this the hard way. Na burnout is so hard to cure. Like, it could paralyze you for months, or like it would leave you demotivated for months. Like, yeah, you're functioning, but bare minimum na yung nabibigay mo because you're not well rested. Kasi nga, there's a chance for you to really work more, and earn more in freelancing. But then you need to realize na you also need to take care of your body. So, yun ang biggest strategy ko because aside from the skills and the mental capacity to work, I feel like body pa rin natin ang puhunan. And then once naningil siya, mahirap na. Also, what keeps me motivated is to get inspirations from people. That's why you really need to filter your circle.
There was just that one post na parang na-inspire talaga din ako because she started at $2 per hour, Steph. Yes, that's so low, right? She started from $2 and, working with a client, going above mile, and now, like, I think around a year or 2 years later, $35 per hour. Malaki masyado yan. And also open up a lot of possibilities for me na, you know what, kaya, oy.
Yeah, it inspires you but to wait for your season or to probably like look forward to something that you're gonna get there.
Ultimate competition in life is really yourself. And this is why I love being here in JCI Lakambini, to be specific, because everyone has this mindset. And I really believe that the vibe never lies. Very happy for you. And to have that kind of support in your life, it's really a blessing.
Yeah, and we are now reaping the blessings and benefits of the sisterhood.
Yeah. We're the
Of course, freelancing is such a financial blessing to everyone, but how do you handle the uncertainty and financial instability, of course, that comes with freelancing?
First of all, we got this no matter what. I believe that it's really important for us in general to build our own personal brand. Everything follows. From there, kasi it's easy to build your portfolio. To the core, it's really having that everything is figure-outable mindset. That quote landed me over 30 plus jobs. My last tip is being authentically charming on interviews.
It works.
Yun talaga.
More talaga with your clients, guys.
Yes, if you really think about it, skills can be learned, but the character, the vibe that you bring to the company, it's different. Merong isa specifically, sabi niya, you don't really have the skills that I need, but I really like your personality. Kasi nagsabi talaga ako, like, from the get-go, that I have just 1 month of experience of this, I can learn, but, ganyan. Tapos sabi niya, it's so weird because I've interviewed over 10, but you're really the one that stood out because I'm honest and transparent, and I'm a little bit charismatic.
You have the risk. True, guys, because in an interview, doon nila na-assess, is this person nagbabagay ba siya sa culture and environment na kinocultivate ng isang company? Ayun, it really works. So always smile, always build rapport with your client.
Ask them questions as well kasi it's not about you always.
It's not just a job interview, but it's also a chance for you to get to know the client and the company.
Yeah, and even ako sa notes ko, I ask what's their hobbies. Alam ko kailan birthday nila.
That's
Nasa
good.
calendar ko yung birthday. So, 2 days before pa lang, advance happy birthday, friend. You're so sweet.
Alam mo, important talaga knowing their hobbies kasi doon kayo makabuild ng common interest. Like for example, you could land a client na parang same kayo na, uy, nag-pilates ka din pala.
Oh, tas you guys can share and then suddenly gusto niya nang makipag-pilates with you there.
Grabbing it of blessings, like offers and opportunities in building rapport and like being engaged with your client. Gusto ko lang din i-tackle yung part ng financial instability or like the uncertainty on freelancing. It's a very practical tip that I want to share to everyone, especially if you're like commission-based or like fluctuating ang income mo. I don't spend or like budget something na hindi pa pumapasok sa bank account or like sa pera ko talaga. So for example, lahat ng sweldo ko sa April, yun yung binabudget ko na panggastos ko for May. Always a month in advance because my uncertainty and knowing working with international and global clients, may mga processing days ng bank. So parang na lang yung mga bills na nakaschedule mo sana for that time.
Totoo.
So it's really important to be ahead and of course have your emergency fund
Emergency fund.
Diversifying your portfolio, making
Having your own
investments.
insurance.
True. For example, freelancers, wala tayong HMO or not everyone
Yes,
can
not
may benefit
everyone.
for HMO. So it's good to have your own set of insurance and prepared ka lang in case may mga uncertainties and emergencies in life.
Yeah, that's so true. And just to share, that is one point of view because magkaiba kami ni Steph. So,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so ang akin naman, I do budget, but if I want to spend, what I do is it immediately, where do I get this money? If I need this certain amount, so parang if hindi siya sa freelance, I'm gonna get it somewhere else. Talking about freelance naman, if it's strictly freelance, there's always that gig base. You can also offer a gig price. That way, you can still get the money. Won't be limited to that cap lang. But of course, that's just also the way I think, because yun nga, sa Bfabulous before, it taught me na parang, okay, so if sa 50 sports ba at this price, I can sell it, maybe I can earn around mga 13K. So maybe if so I think like that. So that's just also another way, just in case there are people here who are freelancers and who also own a thrift shop store or some kind of mini stores.
That's why, ladies, it's really important to surround yourself with these kind of empowered women to learn these tips, this advice. It's good to hear them in person or directly from a person ba.
Exactly.
So sisterhood is really important, and you really choose the right organization, the right circle to surround yourself with.
Exactly, and that's why thank you so much, Press Shop, for inviting me to JCI.
And thank you, Bfab, for inviting me for JCI. So grabe ang report.
Fact. And thank you so much sa mga nag-invite sa among invites. And to our future invites, we're excited for you. Of JCI, since we're already, saying JCI, how has JCI helped you ba in like becoming in your freelance journey in general?
So I think this is a good exhibit A already, like Bfab and I talking and having this podcast, because you get to meet co-freelancers. And even in our episode right now, I'm still learning from her, and I feel like the learning also goes both ways. So
Definitely.
JCI will really give you that avenue or that platform where you can share tips among each other. Especially in JCI Lakambini Davao, we come from different backgrounds.
Exactly.
So you get to meet people na hindi lang din freelancers, but like business women or like
Firefighters, like
firefighters or like lawyers.
Yeah.
So this they could be one of your potential clients, or they could be the industries of your potential clients.
Exactly.
So at least may idea ka na ganito pala nag-work ang mga lawyers. So for example,
Or maybe you guys build a business, like VAs for lawyers.
true, like an agency for like, kasi naka-partner ka na with someone, so parang, ito pala ang needs niya. So maka-prepare ka ng set of skills and experience
Exactly.
if you really want to be with that client.
To interject
Yeah,
lang,
sure,
speaking of
sure.
skills, man good, I just wanted to ask that, do you have like any 2 top skills that you learned from JCI na na-apply mo in freelancing?
I feel like 2 important skills na na-learn ko sa JCI that would also be helpful for you freelancer is 1, project management.
Okay.
Mostly, di ba, sa freelancers and virtual assistants, ang role or ang niche is executive assistants or like
150K yan siya, guys.
So, di ba, you get to manage your clients' workflow, your client's business and system. So, ma-learn mo sa JCI how to manage different projects and activities. So, it will give you that organization skills, analytical skills. And another skill also is scheduling. Because with everything that's happening, actually guys, busy season po ng JCI ngayon. So, like, there's a lot of projects.
May season ba? Always busy. Which is good kasi your
It's a good kind of busy,
your
you
schedule
know?
is full. Ikaw na lang magpili. Okay, you wanna go to the community service, you wanna go tree planting, you wanna fun run or build a project, endless, limitless.
And that reflects your work pa rin. Like, it's very similar with work. Ang dami din mangyayari sa work mo. May mga projects ka all at the same time. Even if social media manager ka, madaming campaigns na nagsasabay-sabay. So, it's really important to learn how to schedule properly or like to know what are the urgent things to be done, what are the deadlines, because it will give you that critical thinking skills ba on how to prioritize, ganyan. So, those are the important skills na mamimik from JCI to the real world or to your work. So, grabe ang practice and training and mahasa ka talaga sa JCI. And all those skills na makuha mo here is something that you can bring not just to freelancing but in the real world or like in any aspect of your life.
It's really good that you manage yourself,
Yes.
So with the project management, it's also aligned na jud with everything that makes you you. At saka, it also pushes you to be to manage yourself well because you have so much going on. How can you balance everything out?
True.
Diba? How can you give time for yourself? See, it always goes back to self.
Oh, speaking of self, how do you set boundaries naman between your work and personal life now that you're working from home or like working from the beach or like anywhere?
Well, I just really communicate. That's it. That's
Very
one of my
important.
strengths. I really communicate. And so it's really effective communication skills with the right tone because baka kasi
Tone is important.
yes, tone and delivery is important. Wala kang emoji patay.
Diba? Kasi isipin mo din naman yung receiver ng message mo.
Oo. And so, as in, I'm one of those people na parang, wait, wala laging emoji.
Is she mad?
So I asked, parang, wala, ano lang. So,
Oo.
with work and home boundaries, I don't work from home. I work from the coffee shop. Kasi,
That's another like helpful tip if mas conducive sa'yo to work somewhere
it's really
else.
conducive for me. Working spaces and sometimes sa mga hotels because I love hotels.
Yeah, na-learn ko sa kanya guys na it's also nice to work sa lobbies or like restos ng hotels.
Kasi ma-realize mo na, love is life. Law of attraction tip kasi is you surround yourself with the environment that you want to
That's
be
also
in.
good.
Also, tapos alam mo, kadami kong marinig tuloy ng mga business tips kasi ang daming businessman doon.
Yeah, lahat ng transactions and engagements, usually, di ba, they talk and negotiate
nasa
sa hotels.
hotels.
So, I feel like that's very healthy, no? Kasi you would always consider your home as like for rest talaga. And then you go out to work. So, you still have that boundaries. And unless, of course, you have your dedicated workspace or like workstation na hindi ka ma-disturb and then hindi mo makita always yung bed mo kaya natutulog ka na lang.
Kasi sa akin, for me, ang mga non-brainy tasks, I can do at work. But yung things that I really have to I can do at home rather, ang non-brainy tasks. But the things that I have to really focus on, video editing, actually thinking about social media strategies and campaign, updating myself with some stuff, it really has to be, like, I'm very specific with environment. Dapat hindi mo siya na maingay. Dapat wide siya for me to think. Ganon ako mag-isip.
Psychological talaga yan siya, guys, na you really have to set the mood sa environment kung saan ka nag-work. I always make sure na I just set specific work hours. Kasi di ba nga, we work in different time zones depending on our client. And just focus on those hours para, alam mo din, after nito, magre-rest ka na. So yun na may mga difference. That's why if mag-freelancing na kayo, you need to identify, mas prefer niyo ba yung output base, mas prefer niyo ba yung my time tracker or everything. So those are the factors or like considerations that you really need to think of.
Kasi I just really update them. I update them. Good morning, how are you? I'm on my 5th coffee. So parang kaming BFFs ng clients. So they will never leave me.
They're like best friends forever.
Forever wink. Since this is a freelancing podcast, share some benefits of freelancing and how has your network within JCI supported your journey or helped you?
I think one of the blessings good of JCI is the valuable connections that I've built with different people because it has given me like opportunities to collaborate and may mga support din from different, not just in our chapter, but even from other chapter or other chapter, grabe ang support. And it makes the community in JCI makes freelancing less isolating because we get to co-work together.
That's
like,
so
for example, nanawag ako, Mars, gusto mo mag-coffee shop work tayo together.
Yeah.
So, even if yung mga clients or workmates mo is abroad, you have a system, a support here, a support system here na pwede mo matap in if you want to co-work with them or like you want to work together in a coffee shop. So, that's why I also appreciate JCI because even if my times na nasa desk lang for long hours to work, I always look forward na magkita kami sa next event, sa next activity,
ganyan.
lakambanding. So, it
That's so
motivates you ba na kahit na at times you feel isolated with your freelancing and then walang face-to-face interaction. So, yung extrovert in me, nabubuhay pa rin siya, nag-fuel siya
That's so
because of
true.
my engagement with JCI.
Kasi we have the bonding, so to share that that is basically our bonding. So we have we did indoor golf.
Yeah.
We did indoor golf and kami pa head massage at one point sabay-sabay and soon we plan to go bowling together, mag-fishing. Some are doing hikes,
Like hiking or
that's not
nag-yoga
gonna be
together.
me. But soon I will. But yeah, so meron specific groups of us who do late night walkings. I'm part of
Yes.
that because she's a walker
In
not a
her
runner.
active era.
Yeah, so sa mga fitness girlies, na part na ako doon.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
She's a change woman. So my freelance rin, which is, like, tara, co-work tayo, ganito,
Yes.
ganyan. And
I think
some
you're
others
very
na
nice.
gusto lang mag-join.
Oo.
Who also wants to be a freelancer. And so we help them as well.
Yeah.
Okay, this is what you're gonna do, what you can do, ayusin ang ganito, ganyan. And then really give them support if we have resources that we have. Kasi,
Like we can
sabi
share
naman
the
natin,
modules.
siguro kaya natin ang 10 clients, pero crazy na siguro kami.
Baka wala ng eyelash extension si Bfab.
Legit. it. So we will definitely share the resources, of course.
Yeah, yun din ang nice actually with JCI because for example, fully loaded na si Bfab. So, and then may opportunity na may client na gusto na ganito ganyan. She shares it with us. Like, sino dyan ang free who wants to work 10 hours per week or 20 hours per week?
Yeah.
So, parang, although there are agencies or pool of talents na virtual assistants that you can apply for, it's good that you have referrals from your sisters.
And what's nice if nagko-co-work, kasi let's say for example, I am a social media manager, she is as well, and naga-brand building din si Steph and everything else. She's really, really good at her craft. And so if meron akong questions, what she's doing with stuff, so I can maybe imitate in mine, mirror, or maybe just learn. I can get from her. Like, okay, what apps do you use? So maybe hindi pala maganda yung app ko. And so we can, share our knowledge ba? And so that's really nice kasi you get the bonding, you get the advices, and you get the learnings. And most importantly, it's a really good experience to have. So, ayun siya, I'm very, very grateful.
Me too, as in, like, it's my avenue to have face-to-face interaction and, to unwind din at times. Para hindi na naman 8 hours sa desk ka lang. Yeah, I think we're down to our last question, no, with all that's being said and shared here in our podcast. Freelancing journey as a woman is really tough.
It can be tough.
It can be tough, but there's always support as well that would make it easier for you to navigate through this journey. So with that, what advice can you give to women, to our ladies out there, considering to switch to freelancing?
You can do it. You just really have to believe it sa imuhang self first. That you can do it because you really can. The rest will follow. When there is no way, God will make a way. Naging religious bigla.
But it's true.
Hala, paano to? And so, akala nila imposible na, but then we forget ba that there are higher beings guiding us in every journey. And so, God made a way, and He divided the sea, which seemed impossible until it's done. You just really have to start, okay? You may not, you start from scratch, you build from there, and then you learn as you go.
It's very important. Believe in God, believe in yourself, and believe in your skills. Just make sure that when you shift your career, you are prepared, you have your emergency fund, you will build your portfolio, you have the skills, and then you network with the right people, with the right ladies.
Yes.
So, we women support each other, and then don't hesitate to ask for support. You are always one decision away from living a totally different life.
Yes, and if you are rejected, it's a redirection.
Yes, rejections are redirections.
Yeah, walang failure because everything here is a growth journey. You do the
important.
research and then you show up for yourself, and eventually, in numbers game mo lang siya, and then like what? You apply to maybe 10 a day. So sa 10 a day, meron kang math.
Sige, ako na yan.
Sige, so sa 10 a day, then you apply for 7 days. 70! Sa 70 proposals, meron talaga. But that's it for our Queentuhan. We hope you enjoyed as much as we enjoyed our talk. And I hope, and we hope that we added a little bit of value in your lives. And if you love this episode, please feel free to share it, to tag your friends who want to be a freelancer, to comment down below what resonated, or maybe you have some suggestions, or maybe you want us to do a part 2.
Yeah, you may leave your comments and I will gather it up and probably share another episode answering your questions.
Thank you so much, everyone. Again, this is Bfab Bonifacio. I'm the Director for Business Development from JCI Lakambini. I am currently the regional trainer from Shopee, and I am a social media manager as well to 4 different clients. And my dear,
I am Stephany Magalllen, Internal Local Skills Development Director of JCI Lakambini Davao, a social media manager, financial advisor, and a content creator.
oh, financial advisor and content creator din pala ako. But yeah, yun lang, and see you on the next episode.